Guys, I literally have just one thing to say about this episode. It was great. Now it's time to review Dragon Ball Super episode 121 and let's just begin. I don't really want to talk too much about it because it was amazing. I don't really want to drag this starting the video and do all of these things. I just want to go on and talk about the episode. So now let's begin. Guys, this episode was great. What a way to end 2017. The last couple of episodes in Dragon Ball Super, and to be fair, since episode 109 all of them have been decent, but episode 119 I think it was, yes, it was 119, which was literally the second worst episode of Tournament of Power after the Tenshin Han episode, or Tian, or however you call him. Well, this episode started with Pepperoni actually fusing. I think he fused with the robots. Well, it showed like that, so he fused. I watched it live, guys, so I might have missed it, so don't kill me about it. I might have missed it, I'm not really sure, but still the episode continues from there. What we learned about Aniraza is that this guy's design is so cool and we already knew about it, but Aniraza had actually some incredible feats. He was able to read all of Universe 7 Warriors attacks at once, because we had androids, Goku, Vegeta and Gohan attacking at once. And don't forget that Vegeta attacked him, actually he was Super Saiyan if I'm not wrong, because Vegeta went also blue, but he was still Super Saiyan at first. He did nothing, then he turned blue. They wanted to team attack him and they could not do anything, even though they thought that they have a shot if they are able to go all out versus him. I'm okay with that being a thing. It was really nicely done. I enjoyed that, but still Aniraza was something that you don't really wanna mess with. Actually, one other part which was really good was Aniraza when he first showed up and he was just spreading his attacks, and it even went as far as Universe 11, guys, and this one went like, okay, he is trying to even mock us or something like that. He said something like this, because guys, keep in mind that I watched this raw, no Crunchyroll, no anything, I watched this raw. So basically seeing Jiren there, Jiren was not really amused, but still he was quite interested. So that tells you a thing. When Jiren is interested in you, boy, you know your son. And that was the case for Aniraza as well. He was doing a lot of troubles to Universe 7. He was literally, he was the biggest problem for them besides Jiren. This is what I can say, not even Kefla was, because let's face it, only Goku fought Kefla. While on this, Gohan was on his ultimate form, Vegeta went on his blue form, Goku was saving his stamina, so he was on his God form, at least for the first part of the episode. He was using the God form, so that tells you that Goku was saving his stamina, and I can tell that Goku is actually recovered. You can clearly see that Goku is much better than you would expect him to be. I really don't want to get into that debate of why Goku is getting so much, is getting his stamina back so fast. I really don't want to talk about it, because come on, these guys have different bodies than us humans, so I'm totally fine with that. They needed to do that, they are doing that. I don't really see it as a big problem, but if you do, I totally understand you. And as I said before, it was a team play from Universe 7 through this whole episode, and some moments there were amazing. It was actually one part when Goku was caught off guard by Aniraza, and basically he was ready to be thrown out of the ring, and it was who else but Frieza who actually saved him. Not Gohan, not Vegeta, not androids. It was Frieza who saved him, and the best part out of that was that Frieza told him, I'm dead, I still need you. I'm dead, I still need you. This is basically what Frieza told to Goku. And Goku was really thankful. You could see, if you didn't watch the episode, I don't know why you're watching this review, but still, you might want to know what happened, so go ahead with me. But go watch the episode because it is worth it. This episode was one of the best, not only in Tournament of Power, but actually overall in the series. I enjoyed it that damn much. Maybe I was wrong to enjoy it. I'm not really sure what to say about it. Maybe I was wrong. I don't really want to get into that debate. Maybe I was wrong, maybe it is because this episode is the last one for this year, because guys, keep in mind that in the next episode in the next week, I wanted to say, we are not going to get an episode. So this is the last episode for 2017, and I will get back to the next episode later on this review, but still, let's just continue talking about this one. So basically, Frieza saved Goku, and Frieza was like, okay, this guy is mocking me, so I have to fight. And Frieza joined the fight, and we actually see Frieza and Goku fighting together. I don't know what that tells you, but if this isn't character development, then I don't know what is. I'm not saying that Frieza is good here. I'm not saying, but let's face it, Frieza has developed a lot through this arc. You can see that he's still cunning. He's still an evil guy, but he just thinks more. He is far more smarter. Frieza was never an idiot. Let's face it, Frieza was never an idiot, but the way how Tournament of Power, or actually the writers, have nailed Frieza on this arc really tells you something, but the thing is that I don't really see Frieza lasting for long, but still I want to see what kind of twist they have prepared for us. As for the episode, one other thing which was actually interesting for me was Aniraza trying to eat Android 18. He was literally going to put him on his mouth. I don't know if that means that Aniraza would kill her. Maybe he wouldn't. Maybe he would just absorb her. I don't know if that is allowed either. We still don't know about that, and I'm really glad that didn't happen, because it would have triggered so many people, and I think I would be included on that. And it was actually Goku who was saved not long ago by Frieza, who actually saves Android 18. And you could kind of see there that Aniraza was getting a bit distracted, but still that didn't mean anything, because he was still very powerful and putting up a great fight. Then we had that moment where Android 17 was falling off the stage. Okay, he was actually falling off the stage, but it was Android 18 who sacrificed herself for Android 17 to continue, and that was a great decision, because first of all, Android 18 is injured. Second, Android 18 is nowhere near as strong as Android 17, and she was basically the weakest out of every single Universe 7 remaining warrior. Basically, she was the weakest on a whole stage. She is not stronger than Dispo, Topo, or Jiren, that is not even a question, and she was not stronger than Aniraza. And basically we all know about the Universe 7 warriors and how far they stand in power. So it just made sense for Android 18 to actually be thrown out, and the way how Toshio wrote this episode really tells you that this guy has a clear idea on how to write touching episodes, because don't forget that Toshio actually wrote the Koba episode. It was 112. I'm not really sure. I'm really bad at remembering the episodes, and I'm doing this without a script, without anything, because I kinda like it to do more like this, straightforward, and just talk about what I have on top of my head about the episode, and it kinda goes that way. I'm really sorry about this, guys, because the throat is really bugging me. It has been going on for quite some time, and it has really stopped me from doing this videos. Man, it was so hard to get out of words. That is basically what I had to say about that. It was very good. Both Frieza saving Goku and Goku saving Android 18 were both very well done by Toshio. Hats off to him. This guy is one of the best writers, if not the best. I don't really want to say the best, but he is one of the best. And if you watched my preview breakdown, you already knew who worked on this episode. When it came to animation, it was good. I think the first half of the episode was kinda sloppy. I might say at some parts the art was good, but still the animation really did lack. This is what I think. It could have been done better. This is all what I can say about this. It could have been done better. And I really don't want to add much more about it because I'm not really the biggest expert when it comes to animation, but still we all have eyes and we all can see when it is good, when it is bad, and when it is decent. The art was good, the art was actually amazing, but the animation was kinda sloppy at times. About the second half of the episode, things changed a lot, especially with that beam struggle, and one of the biggest things that I want to point out is how actually Toei writers have nailed Goku since episode 109. They have actually nailed his character. They are actually doing a Goku since that episode. Because I wanna be honest, Goku in Dragon Ball Super hasn't been the best character. He wasn't that Goku that we all knew from Dragon Ball Z, or the original Dragon Ball. Yes, Goku did develop as a character. No matter what people say, he did develop. He changed a lot through the series. And you could see that in Super he was still different, but not in a good way this time. What I wanted to say with this is that Goku actually took charge of Universe 7. He was actually leading them on that beam struggle. He went SS Blue, Kamehameha, and he basically pushed everyone to do their job, and Android 17 took that big step, took everything that had to be done. He realized it, Aniraza's weakness, he went there and just did the job. He did it amazingly well, and I can really say that Android 17 has been one of the best characters. I know that I'm saying this a lot, but one thing I can say about this episode is that the music was well done, because it kinda got you hyped. And let's face it, episodes like 117 or 116 really had the music placement in a bad time, and it didn't really get you hyped at all. But this episode, it did. The music was played at the right time to get us even more hyped about the episode, so that is what matters. Toei did their job perfectly well, and 2017 ends on a good note, and now we are moving to 2018 with the Vegeta's episode. So I hope that all of the Vegeta fans are happy, because they are going to get one big moment. Dragon Ball Super episode 121 actually ended with Universe 3 getting erased, and it was actually kind of funny to see how Zenos were like, okay, this guy's out, okay, this guy's out, okay, this guy's out, oh, let's take this guy out too, oh, this guy too. They just basically went like that, which was funny for me, and basically Universe 3 is gone, and we actually saw that mysterious warrior that we never knew about him. That was kind of weird. We never knew about him, but he basically showed up. And it was kind of cool. Actually, Universe 3 ended their way perfectly well. And one thing I can say about episode 119 is how bad it was done. How bad Universe 4 was erased. Literally no emotion, nothing. Even this had slight emotions, because let's face it, we barely saw Universe 3. They were one of the most irrelevant universes who actually just showed up for 2 episodes, but still the way how they were erased was kinda emotional, not that much, because of course they gave us nothing to actually link with them emotionally. With Universe 10 we basically felt it for Gowasu. It was all about Gowasu. With Universe 9 we got happy, because let's face it, all of them were annoying. Universe 6 actually made us very emotional, because we were more linked with them. We liked some of the characters, especially Hit, who has such a huge fan base. Universe 2, I wanted to say, actually, despite all the hate that they got, actually fans really appreciated the way how they were They got their send-off. Basically, no matter how annoying they were, fans actually enjoyed that, and that was the case. You want something like that. With Universe 3, as I said, we weren't like emotionally, so that plays a huge role. And this episode ended with Jiren, Dispo and Toppo challenging Universe 7. They were basically in there, and one thing that actually had an effect on me was Jiren. You see how winning feels, and he said something like this. You see how winning feels? Basically, even though I don't understand when Universe 7 has actually erased every single universe, but that is not going to go for long. I think Jiren said something like that because, as I said before, I watched it raw. And thanks to Anime Live Reaction actually for the translations. But still, Jiren said something like that. I don't have the translation right here, and I'm sorry about that, but still, Jiren said something like that. And basically, Goku was like, hey, hey, hey. It was time to fight between Universe 7 and Universe 11. The big climax is here. They have been teasing about that all the time, so it was kinda special. This is what I can say at the moment. It was special. The way how this episode ended, basically like a cliffhanger for what is going to happen on the next episode. About the preview, one thing that I want to tell you guys is that the preview is shorter than usual because we will be getting an extended one in the next week, I think. This is what I think, because this is what they usually do. They give a short one to just get you hyped, and then they give you a longer one, and basically you go to the episode. I just want to tell you guys that next week we are not getting a Dragon Ball Super episode. This was the last episode of 2017. I keep mentioning this, but still it was special. I really enjoyed it. It got me really hyped. I don't have any critique about this. If you guys have, then tell me. I enjoyed it on my part. I was expecting it to be good, to be honest. I have said it in my preview breakdown that I have high expectations, but definitely this lived up even beyond my expectations. And one thing that I want to tell you guys is that in the next couple of days, I'm not sure, it could be Monday, it could be Tuesday, I can't really promise, but one of these 2 days is that I'm going to release a video about how good in reality was episode 109 and 110, because it was the episode that started the trend of Tournament of Power reaching its peak. So basically everything began from there, and I really want to point out some things that people don't quite understand and actually underrate that episode. So I'm gonna tell you that it was better than you guys thought. So stay tuned for that. And as for the next episode, let me just briefly talk about it here. You are going to see Vegeta versus Jiren. That is what the episode is going to be about. The preview showed Goku a little bit, but I still don't think that Goku is going to participate. Vegeta is going to be like, nah. I'm sorry about this. Vegeta is going to be like, nah, it's mine, I'm going in. Fuck off, Kakarot, basically, he's mine. And Vegeta is going to do a lot better than Super Saiyan Blue Goku did. But I will do a video tomorrow, 100% tomorrow, breaking down all of Vegeta's power, where everything is coming from and why he is stronger than people think. So guys, this was my review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel with notifications enabled, and have a great time.